On this auspicious occasion of 67th Republic Day of India, allow me to quote someone. Give me blood, I'll give you freedom. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all of you. Good morning, but on the same note, a really bad morning for all of us. Today, we are living in the world's largest democracy and we don't even know about very own freedom fighters. Forget about freedom fighters, we don't even know what and how the freedom fighter, that great freedom fighter who went outside India and formed a completely different army just to give us the freedom and independence. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about Mr. Subhash Chandra Bose. Mr. Subhash Chandra Bose, who contributed his blood and give us independence, because of whom we are sitting here, one of the most important and prominent leaders and political fighters for our country. Ladies and gentlemen, a recent decision by Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi, has decided that classify one of the most secret files of Mr. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. But, ladies and gentlemen, some people are against it. Some people are resisting to it. Is it correct? In my opinion, what I feel that being a very great and influential political fighter for our country, I think that we as a citizen of India have full right to information. We as a citizen of India are fully concerned about what actually happened and how has it happened. What was the kind of struggle that he fought for? What are the major things that have been hiding from us by the government? What are the secret and the classified things that we as a citizen of India should know? I think that we should speak, we should try to know about all these things, and these various policies of the Prime Minister of India are justified. Now I'd like to hand over the mic to my co-teammate who will be giving the various facts and figures. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to ask you, are we really free in our own country? Because the latest documents that are out, the declassified documents, they state clearly that for 20 long years, one family was being spied upon by political aspirations because of government paranoia. They said that maybe he's alive. They didn't even know. Whereas there are facts which I will state later, that state that he was alive. Why is this so secret? Why this secrecy? The people of India need to know, and today's discussion is about that. We support the declassification of this document and we are going to fight for it.
Do you think that the files would be having all the appropriate data, or the files would not have been enclosed with some fake data as well? Do you think the files would make a big difference to actually solve this whole mystery about Subhash ji's death?
Question to 14. See, the thing is that you are saying that what are the chances of that the files which are declassified are authenticate or not. We cannot imagine and we cannot consider ourselves and confine ourselves to the chances. Maybe some mystery is solved. Maybe they give an entire outline of the picture what actually happened in that year. Maybe some mystery is resolved up to some extent. I mean, why are we not seeing it into that context? I mean, these are the files which were classified and now they are declassified. I mean, they were classified for a reason, but now as they are declassified, there are some secret information which people would be knowing, and then they'll come to a conclusion that yes, this is what happened to Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose.
Speaking of classified files, there are 5 files locked within the PMO that are so secret they're not even present in the RTI. So even if you want to know what the contents are, you can never know them. What is so secret? What is so secret that all the governments from 1947 till now, they are hiding? Why are they hiding it? Is it not something very fishy that you find? Is it not something we wish to know? That because he was one of the most celebrated freedom fighters, and the government was paranoid about him because they thought if he is alive, he can come back and shift Congress from his leadership, because Congress at that time could not control India well. This was going on. We need to know the answers, and this classification is only starting. There are more files yet to come out. Modi ji has sanctioned the release, because these files that have just come out are by Mamata Banerjee in West Bengal, that has been supported by the central. Modi ji is saying that he will declassify 100 files later.
very good afternoon to all of you present here. Normal is an illusion. What's normal for a spider is chaos for the fly. And with that thought, I would like to present that the declassification of Subhash Chandra files is not right for India at the moment, is not right for the public at the moment, because these files, once declassified, would create a mob mentality. Not just that, they would de-honor the freedom fighters, they would de-honor the political aspirations of all of the freedom fighters and all of the politicians that worked throughout their sweat and blood for the freedom of India.
What was the motive of declassifying these files? First, to find out the reason behind, to find out how Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose died. Tell me one thing, was that declassified? Was that information still, do we know the answer to it? We don't. The only things which were declassified was that he became a war criminal, the person who fought, who was on the place, who was on the grounds, who gave his life, and we call him a war criminal. And onto that, our idol, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, he became a negative role. How is that possible?
To state some facts and figures, as our 4 team clearly mentioned over here, 1. There are 41 files that were present between 1953 and 2000 that were created on Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. Out of these, 2 files have already been classified. 39 of the remaining files, from them, 4 of them are top secret and 2 of them consist about his disappearance and his death over the plane crash. As for the point put by the first speaker again, that what is so secret? I would like to mention to the first speaker that in a country, when you're running a country, there are numerous decisions that are taken by the government, whether they're economical, whether they're related to the defense, the foreign policies, the homeland policies, or even something as simple as the food regulations. These policies can be taken forward as Right to Information Act. But not each and every policy comes under it, because they question the integrity of the country, they question the security of the country, and they question the stand of the country in a global context. And therefore, these files should remain classified.
But let's ask all the questions from the people, and then we will ask the teams to answer the questions one by one. Let's take a fast.
Thank you for the chance again. I just have one question for the 4 team. You say declassification was necessary, but the matter we are discussing here is the matter pertaining to the death of Mr. Chandra Bose. It is a family matter. Why put it to the public? Why declassify it to the public for everyone to know, instead of just telling to the family, you know what, this is what happened to your family member? Why tell it to the whole country or to the whole world? Is that a matter to them?
That's a really good question.
I want to ask a question to all the teams here. When we talk about declassifications, you all told that members of Subhash Chandra Bose families were spied upon, and what was the requirement of doing all these things? This is the first question. And second, as Sir told that M.K. Gandhi as well as Nehruji didn't like the propagandas of Subhash Chandra Bose. So all this spying thing was that did he feel that he was a danger to his government when he was acting president of India?
That's a really good question. The neutral team still has one question left. You can cross question the 4 team, or you can ask a new question to the against team. Your call.
To the against team. Well, if we are not aware of what happened to Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose after 1945, they say that it was 1945 when he died in a plane crash. So if we are going by that fact, then we assume that he died for our country. Okay, fine. But then there was again a file released which said that he did not die, he was still alive. He was there in numerous major events, and it was stated by Nehruji that Subhash Chandra Bose was a war criminal. Now, don't you think we should know what actually happened by declassifying the files?
final result that who will be the best speaker and as a guest for the quick talk. So as per our opinion, she is Subhashini.